Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Monsterarts Godzilla, King of the Monsters, Burning Godzilla. Alright, my zillions, it is a cyber kaiju weekend here. I hope you've enjoyed all the content. We are winding it down here. And I really wanted to do something old, which I did with Kiryu, and something new with the Burning Godzilla here. I wanted to make sure I had it, first and foremost. It took a long time for me to get this. Obviously, this came out at the end of June in Japan, and then it was like transferred over to Middleman because it was an exclusive there. And then, you know, finally brought over here by Bluefin, which is ultimately how I acquired this, even though I had, and at the time of this recording, still do not have the order that I placed with the middleman I placed it with. I'm not going to name names here, because otherwise they've done right by me. So I'm not going to name names, but I'm still disappointed. Now, that said, there might be a giveaway in the future, so make sure you're subbed to Ultrazilla here, because you might be able to win one of these. We shall see how everything goes, but I really wanted to do this here for the Cyber Kaiju event, so I got mine through Supreme Collector. You can check out his page on Facebook, you can check him out on Instagram. Very, very cool. Fastest shipper in the US, so I wanted to make sure I had this, and he provided. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Our third go around here with this mold, and yeah, there's more to come even. So articulation on this guy. Head is on a ball joint. You can see it really clearly inside there. Double ball joint. Works well. The mouth closes, although, gotta say, very tight on mine. Yeah. Was the tongue supposed to move? I don't recall. Usually their tongues move, but this guy is tight. So anywho, then you got another neck joint there. And if you've seen this a million times, bear with me. You're going to see it one more time as well, as I've alluded to. Because, you know, eventually Bluezilla will be popping up here. And we will be reviewing it. Me. The shoulders are very tight. So I'm not getting more than really swivels out of them. There's something weird about this guy, I gotta say. Like, there we go. Like, everything is not in the right spot. So, elbow joints, double jointed, as you can see, because one joint would be going up here, and one joint would be going up there, and then, you know how it works. Wrist swivel, there should be a joint in there. Again, I feel like everything, okay, you can see the hello is out of whack here for some reason. Upper body joint, like it's like poorly constructed for some reason. You get the waist joint that you don't go too far on. Hey! Yep, does that. Goes up and down. Knee, double jointed, squeaky squeaky. You do have some rotation up here. As you can see, there's a floating piece there. And then, you know, the footsie does that. And a little waggle wiggle. The tail. Movement. Lots of movement. All the way down. I'm not going to count the joints for you. Come on. This is the third time I'm doing this. So, there you go. Your articulation is good, you know? I mean, what do you expect? Now, as for the look of this guy, and this guy doesn't come with anything, so yeah, there you go. I don't mind that. It is the most expensive one. Well, actually, no, the postal version was more expensive because you had to buy the whole deal. But, you know, it is kind of pricey to not have anything, but it does look really nice in my opinion. I do like it. And I'll say that I definitely like it more than their poster version, which I didn't care for too much, if you saw that review. So yeah, I do like this. I think it turned out pretty good. You can leave your silly Cheetozillas at the door, because this is very nice. And, you know, the original figure that you guys Cheetozillaed, I didn't even agree with anyway, so. I like this. I think it looks good. I am a sucker for these colors. I do think this turned out pretty well. It's got a lot of orange in it. It's got a lot of yellow. But it's got some nice dark, you know, brushwork on top. You know, it's like a brownish. Sometimes it's a little darker than that. It looks really cool. Dorsal fins look awesome. I love all the red lines going up the dorsal fins. That looks good. You know, and this is all translucent plastic. I mean, if you didn't know that. And I think it looks awesome. See, there's a gap there, but it closes totally fine, which is good. This one is a little bit loose. See that? It creates a big gap there. Yeah. Now, that's going to happen. That's going to happen with any mold that you use too many times. So again, we're getting one more out of this. So I wonder how that's gonna turn out. Love the dark colors down here. It looks fantastic. Down here looks great. It looks like a delicious barbecue. I love it. The legs look really good. The toenails, they're not done the same on each side, but I can dig that. I'm fine with that. See? That one's a little lighter than this. This one's a little darker. But it looks pretty good. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with any of this. I love it. The sculpt is great. You know, I haven't really talked about the sculpt too much. But the sculpt is great. I really like the sculpt. I do. I think it turned out fantastic. And I think these colors on there look really good. Unlike the other, the poster version, I don't feel like, except for like that toe I just said, I don't feel like this has any weirdness to where it's so, you know, one color one way and then another color another way. I think it's good enough. Maybe here it looks a little light, but it's also the way my lights are shining onto it. And again, for whatever reason, this was put together very oddly. Everything was like twisted and turned. I don't know why. And I'm still catching it here. The head sculpt looks pretty good. I like it in these colors. Tongue looks good. I think the eyes look very, very nice. They are picked out a little bit in yellow. I don't know how well you see that. You might be able to see that more there. It's actually, there you go. You can see it right there. It's yellow. But it's not as prominent, I guess, as this side. So if there is one complaint, that would be it. But otherwise, yeah. Let's zoom out. I like it. I like the proportions on this one too. I think it's good. You know, yeah, this is a cool Godzilla, and I think Monsterarts did a good job with this repaint. For your size comparisons, here's Burning Godzilla with a bunch of figures you might have in your collection. And here he is with the other two versions of this mold, and you know, maybe we should put him in some sort of order here. There you go, how about that? Yeah, pretty fun. Looking forward to getting the Bluezilla. For whatever reason, we're getting Bluezilla, but hey, I don't mind it. And for the comparison you've all been waiting for, SH Monsterarts versus NECA. And my final thoughts, I really like this piece. I think it turned out really fantastic. I didn't know what to expect because I didn't love the poster version too much, but I really like this one. I like the way that Tamashii like laid out the colors here and distributed them. It looks really good in my opinion. Love how it looks on the translucent plastic. The only thing I would say is, you know, this is the third time with this mold and it feels a little funny to me. Like some of the joints feel weird, and in what I'm sure is, you know, most likely just mine, everything was like turned weirdly out of the package. So That's probably just a manufacturing error, but, you know, have to mention it. It was definitely odd. And you guys saw some of it where I had to turn the elbows around and stuff. But otherwise, yeah, this is a great, great piece. I'm glad I got it. I got it twice, so, you know, I was confident enough that I was gonna like it to reorder it again before I got mine from Japan. So at the time of this recording, I don't have that yet in hand, but definitely stay tuned to my channel. Definitely sub if you love kaiju, if you love robots, if you love tokusatsu, if you love any of that stuff, anime, all that stuff is appearing on the channel. Power Rangers, Transformers, Godzilla, King Kong, lots of Kong versus Godzilla coming up. Definitely sub, you won't regret it, and you're probably gonna have a chance to win yourself one of these Burning Godzillas. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for tuning in to the Cyber Kaiju event as well. Stay tuned, we got a closing party for you and a final watch along. Till next time, peace out, peeps.